Good afternoon. I'm Varadi. Fishing from a boat can be a really fun experience, but that's only if you know what you're doing. I've been fishing the local waterways since I was 3. I've grown up on an island, and I know all the backwaters and right where the fish are. Here at Real Fly Charters, we want to give tourists as well as locals a fun experience on the water as well as an educational and safe time. Charleston is constantly being voted one of the top tourist destinations in the world, which is great for our economy, but also with that, more residents are wanting to move to the area, which has seen the boom in the real estate industry. Condé Nast is one of the people that have nominated us as the top tourist destination. My business is a limited liability company, and I chose this business in that I want to protect my assets. I am qualified to run this business in that I'm just so knowledgeable on the topic. I really just have a passion for it. I mean, whenever you catch a fish, it's just really a whole different experience. It never gets old. I mean, I'll be out there just about every day, and I mean, it's just, I always have a great time. I'm also working in a tackle shop, and I'm constantly learning about new techniques, so I know like the hottest baits, everything that's going on out there. I'm also very friendly and patient on the water. I'm really easy to get to know, which makes for a fun time for the clients. The recreational fishing industry is $70 billion. I mean, that's just like a huge number there. And I'm targeting mainly the residents in the Charleston area as well as the tourists. As you can see, over 365,000 residents are in the Charleston area, and over 4 million visit Charleston annually. I'm focusing on upper middle class citizens, which narrows my target market to 2 million people. After doing more market research, I put together a survey and found that 83% of my target market would like to purchase one of my charters. This narrowed it down to 1,660,000 people. The main people that I'm going to be targeting are families 3 to 5, as well as business professionals, but mainly upper middle class citizens who have a disposable income. I will be located anywhere throughout the Charleston area. If a client calls me and just wants to fish a new area that I'm unfamiliar with, I will be able to trailer my boat to them and be able to help them find fish. I'm also going to be targeting people who value family time and time on the water. I'm really going to be focusing on that recurring customer, as when they come visit the area annually, for example, they're going to want to book another charter, just maybe a different time of year or something. So in order to do that, I'm going to be writing thank you notes after each charter and just thanking them for their time, as well as giving them a keepsake from their trip, such as a hand-tied fly or a photograph. As you can see, my prices compared to my competitors is slightly lower. This is because I need to build up my reputation in order to be able to compete with these other businesses. With my marketing mix, I'm going to be targeting mainly top tourist destinations in order to get the tourist population. I'm also going to be targeting local tackle shops where residents regularly visit. For my promotional plan, I'm going to be giving a 5% coupon on each brochure, and I'm going to be doing market research as my business progresses and see if my marketing strategy really is working when people come and give me their 5% coupon. Also, with the package available that I get handed you the flyer about there, it really attracts to our business professionals who come down for like a weekend, say, and they're going to meetings. They really just want to have a good time with their fellow workers. As you can see, my promotional mix, I'm going to be targeting 500. I'm going to be printing 500 brochures. I'm also going to be working with social media such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, since that's being such a huge market there, and there's so much potential with that. I also have a channel on YouTube, and I have a video with almost about 1,000 views of a fishing video that I put together. I'm also going to be attending boat shows and giving fishing seminars in the local area. As for my cost of goods sold, it is about $166 with 86 materials and $80 of labor, as $20 an hour for my labor. As for my selling price, it's $350 for a half-day charter, but there is also full-day pricing available. After subtracting my expenses, I will find a contribution margin of $154. As for my insurance, I'm going to get $75 per month for insurance, liability insurance, And also, I'm going to spend $165 on advertising. However, this number is most likely going to be going up as I really want to target as many people as possible. Also, I'm going to be having depreciation on my boat since I'm going to be using it so much more. So that results in my average monthly fixed expenses of just over $412. As for my units sold, I will be selling 99 units during my first year. And as you can see, the peak season is between April and August. This is because that's when tourists most regularly visit the Charleston area. In order to break even, I will have to sell 3 units. As for my first year income statement, I will be making a profit of $22,720.50. In order to start up, I do need to obtain my captain's license. But I do already have a boat and also tackle and rods, but in order to get adequate equipment, I spend $500 more on rods and reels. As for miscellaneous expenses, I realize that there is going to be more expenses that I have not covered, and they might just be little things, but in the end they will add up. So that's why I had miscellaneous expenses for just over $3,000. As for my cash reserves, I'm going to start with the low cash reserves, but as my business expands, I will keep putting money into that and raise that fund. As for my return on sales, I will be getting 77.1%, and for return on investment, 415%. As for my financing strategy, I have saved up $1,500, and for the rest, I'm to an investor giving about 12% equity. As for my business responsibility, I will be keeping the environment clean, also practicing catch and release, so that there will be a future fishery and that the populations will not be wiped out as I'm constantly catching the fish and cleaning them for the clients. I will also be I'm really going to be giving back to the community. That's a huge part of every business. Every business should have a huge part in philanthropy. I'm going to be giving back to local organizations such as the Joe's Buddy Foundation and also the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, since I myself am a diabetic. As for my short-term business goals, I'm looking to first obtain my captain's license and also continue taking marketing classes. As for long-term, I hope to expand my business and have a larger fleet of boats so that I'll be able to fish near shore and even offshore waters. I also want to gain publicity and be on a fishing TV show. That's one of my big dreams. But as for my personal goals, I hope to graduate Wando High School and attend the College of Charleston. I also plan to be financially independent in the future. Thank you for your consideration, and remember, we're here to complete your fish story. Are there any questions I can answer?
Luke, you said that you're waiting to get your captain's license. So
yes.
You have that captain's license. Are you able to deliver your product?
Yes, I am. I am fishing a lot with many relatives and friends that come into the area. I don't charge them just because technically I'm not legally allowed to at this age. But I just do it for the fun of it. I just want to see them smile. I mean, it's cool just to see a little kid just hold up a fish that's bigger than him. It's just like a great experience to see. But I am currently taking people out, but just not technically charging for them quite yet.
You said that you are targeting the upper class.
Yes.
But yet your competitive advantage was that you had the low cost. Are you doing anything else to brand yourself as a luxury?
Right. No, that's a good question. I'm going to be targeting more so people with a disposable income who come to the area and they're going to spend money on leisure activities. I mean, I will still target not necessarily lower class people, but middle class citizens who, I know that they still want to go fishing and have a good time. So I'm not going to limit just upper middle class, but that will be my main customer is going to be upper middle class.
What is the timeline to get your captain's license?
You have to be 18 years old and you take a class. But until then, I'm going to be studying up for it, and I know you have to have a certain amount of hours on the water. So I'm going to be putting in that time in order so that I will be able to. I'll be qualified for it when the time comes. So.
Taking the family and friends out, does that help you qualify for the hours?
Yes. Yeah. Taking out others. Yes.
How long is the
I think it's about like a 2 to 3 month class.
Are you still in these flies?
We're not quite yet. One of my friends and I, we tie them up just for fun. I just do it almost nightly. I just really enjoy doing it. It's just a great thing, kind of just. I just love just tying it all together, and I mean I'll give them to my friends who are starting to get into fly fishing, but we're trying to figure something out there. But
brings up an interesting question, Luke. Have you given any thought to creating a product line and selling fishing products as well as your fishing service?
Yes, yeah, I've actually been thinking about it just recently, just as I've been going through this the entrepreneurship classes and such, just thinking of new ways that I can just like build a business and help others and meet the demand of the others in the community who are looking, because fly fishing is starting to get more popular as more people moved here. So with that, they're going to be needing flies, because it is time consuming to make the flies. But I enjoy it so much that it's not really something that I really just enjoy doing it. But.
Luke, if you're delivering all these charters yourself, there's only 365 days a year, and not sunshine all 365 days.
Right.
Do you have any plans to hire other captains and have multiple boats?
Yes, I'm also friends with many of the guides in the local area. So if I were to be like overbooked or something, I will turn to them. Just like one of my friends. Like if we have a big group or something, like a big business coming down, I'm going to call them up and be like, hey, look, they got like 5 more people that I'm not able to accommodate. Would you be interested in going in on that with me? And then with that, they'll be giving me return business as well.